Hey guys, Shaner here. I've been seeing in the SmartOS IRC channel a lot of folks asking about running an NFS client in a LX zone, if it's possible. In fact, I believe it is possible, and today we're going to try that out. I haven't tried this out before. This is all just kind of live. I do know we cannot run an NFS server in an LX zone due to the requirements of the kernel to support that. So we're going to deploy an NFS server on an Ubuntu Bionic image from an Ubuntu Bionic image. Then we'll set up an LX zone and mount that NFS share. So let's go ahead and get started. We have our zone definitions. We have NFS server, which is going to be a Beehive brand, some RAM, some CPU, define our network. I'm using VLANs here. And we're adding a second disk. So the first disk is always going to be your image, and that's a 10 gig partition, root partition. And then any extra disks will be mounted. I think the first one you give it, it'll be mounted under just MNT. And then here we're specifying our root SSH key, which for an Ubuntu image, you log in as the Ubuntu user, and this key gets imported as an authorized key there. So that's that. And our NFS client is, of course, an LX brand, because that's what we're testing. This is a xenial, the latest xenial image. Pretty standard, a little bit different, looks a little bit different. So we specify our kernel version for an LX brand. I think this is the most recent one that's supported. And awesome work by the Joint folks. It's awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these deployed. We'll set up the NFS server. Okay, and then we will go ahead and deploy the client. All right, awesome. Again, it might look like it went really fast, but I'm actually pausing the video in between after me hitting enter, so it's not actually going that fast. So now we should be able to log in to this. So we have them both running. If you're new to SmartOS, you can actually get the IP address from a VM like this. Let's see, get, and then the UUid and JSON mix, and that'll give you the IP and any NIC interfaces you defined, which is pretty handy. So we're going to go log into the server, and since we specified our SSH key, this should just work. And again, because it's an Ubuntu image, we gotta log in as Ubuntu. Oh, I've tried this key before. All right. Cool. Okay, so we need to install the NFS kernel server. All right, so a quick note about the Ubuntu datasets. For Beehive or KVM, they will actually automatically upgrade themselves when they first boot up. So we have to wait a little bit before you start installing packages and whatnot. So we did wait a little bit. I paused the video and confirmed it was done. All right, so we're gonna move on and install the NFS kernel server package. And this will allow us to set up the server. All right, so let's go ahead and update our exports. The file system we're gonna export. So we added a second disk. It should be mounted under mount, and looks like it is. So we'll just use that as our export that file system. Export sudo, of course. And let's see, I believe it's like 1, 2, 6. Oh, we're on this network. Let's see, read write. I don't think that's about much else we need to do. We'll just do that just for a demo. And we'll start to service up. feel like if you enable it, it should just automatically start it up, but whatever. System CTO, whatever. All right. Show me dash A or E? E. Nothing. Okay. Huh. That should work, right? Let's just try restarting it. Looks a little better. Awesome. Okay, so that's up and running. Let's switch back to our client, and we will set up the client. Common? Is that the right package? Yep. All right. It's an older image. Need to update the package cache. All right, so now we should have everything we need to just at least mount the volume. So let's go ahead and try that. I can just mount it. I'm not sure if I keep doing that. 0.0, 0.15, and then mount. And we'll mount another mount. I guess it worked. Hey. Well, it's mounted, so that's good. Not sure why I can't write to it by doing something wrong. Not too familiar with NFS. Let's tweak our kernel server. Say squash. I know it's probably not advised, but whatever. And so let's go back here. That again. All right, so the root squash, so it allows me, the client, to have the same permissions as root on the server. Otherwise, I probably need to set up some kind of permissions on the directory structure, something like that. So, well, the fact is we have NFS mounted in an LS container, so it'd be pretty handy if you need to back up files, etc., etc. I know if you're a customer of the Joint Public Cloud, you can ask them for a NFS mount that you can use to back up your systems into, but I think they create it for you and they tell you where it is, and you can just mount it directly. At least I think that's how it works. Maybe I'll do some demos or some videos on using that as well, because it's actually pretty cool. But if you guys want to see more content like this, let me know. And so thanks for watching. Later.